Welcome to the maths video all about how to use Numbots and T2 Rockstars to develop your child's maths core skills. In Year 1 and 2, we use the online platform Numbots to help develop the children's understanding of number, counting, and calculations. Numbots is all about every child achieving the triple win of understanding, recall, and fluency in mental addition and subtraction so that they can move on from counting to calculating. The three main learning intentions of Numbots is to focus on adding and subtracting, number bonds, and counting. All of these learning intentions are built within a fun and engaging game that the children can access at home as well as at school. How the game works. At the start of the game, the children are welcomed with an opening video where they are introduced to the central character Rusty. In the video, Rusty asks for help in his quest to find new parts to upgrade him to a diamond robot, so he can shine from the inside out. Next, the child will be able to choose a bot name that they will play under and create their own robot character. The game begins in story mode. There are 18 stages from Rust to Diamond, and each stage is made up of a number of different levels. Players will begin in Rust level 1, and to unlock the next level, they need to earn at least 2 out of 3 stars. To do this and to pass the level, children must demonstrate a level of fluency when answering the questions. This means that they're not only accurate, but are timely with their answers. If children get 0 or 1 star, they need to answer quicker. This game ensures that learners don't move on until the next level until they show that they are prepared for it. Story mode starts with very basic maths, such as subitizing. This is where children are able to recognize a number and look for patterns without counting, and then they will progress steadily to addition and subtraction of double-digit numbers. The game will then move into challenge mode. When players complete stage 3, level 35 in story mode, they will unlock challenge mode. Here they can race the clock to test themselves on how many questions they can answer correctly in 1 minute. There are 20 different challenges to choose from, each challenge testing a different skill. For example, number 1 to 10, adding single digits, or subtracting single digits. For every maths question answered correctly, the child will receive coins to spend in the custom shack. Here they are able to purchase new parts to upgrade and personalize their own robot character. As well as earning coins, children are kept motivated throughout their Numbots journey by collecting badges and winning trophies to reward their achievements. There are also certificates that you are able to print out to encourage your child. Throughout the journey on Numbots, you will see a variety of models and representations to support the teaching of number bonds. These are also representations that we use in the classroom. A great way to represent number bonds and to understand patterns and relationships to number is to use a 10 frame. It makes counting simpler and children are able to split the numbers in relation to 5 and 10. It helps them to form a basic understanding of place value for the future. We also have a bar model. A bar model allows for problem-solving opportunities where the children need to work out a missing part. So in this example, the children will need to work out what you would need to add to 6 to make 10. This is also very similar to using a part-part-whole model. Within the part-part-whole model, you can use real objects, concrete objects, and the two parts can be combined to make the whole and can support with addition and subtraction. Other great examples are bead strings and Deans or base 10. They can be used to support number as well as addition and subtraction. At home, if you don't have these things, you could use Lego blocks to represent Deans, or you could use a piece of string with some pasta on as a bead string. We also have number lines to help the children count forwards and backwards. Now let's have a look at what this looks like on the website. When you first log in, you will be prompted to select a robot and a robot name. You will then be taken to this page where you can select story, or if you've already completed some story levels, you'll be able to select challenge. When I select story, it will then take me to this page and will show me the progression through each level. You can see that I've already completed the first level and I've achieved 3 stars, so I'm ready to move on to the second level. I can't select the others until I've completed it in order. When I select the level, it will give me some instructions of what to do. So on this level, it's asking me to count without counting the cherries, so to use subitizing by looking and recognizing patterns. And I need to say how many nuts there are in total. So here I look at my two parts. I've got 3 and I've got 1. I know that 3 and 1 make 4. 1 and 1 make 2. 3 and 1 make 4. You can see that there is some repetition, and that's to help the children to continue to practice. You can see on this one, I've only received 2 stars. This is because I stumbled and I did not answer quick enough to receive 3 stars. However, this is still enough to unlock the next level and receive 25 coins that I can use in the custom shack. I can then move on to the next level, where it offers a different representation. So this time I need to look at how many gold blocks there are. I'm going to type my number. Again, I've unlocked. This will continue. If you want to go back, you can always select going back and complete the next. You can always return back to that main page to see where you are. If you select the 3 coloured blocks at the bottom with the stars, it will take you to a leaderboard. Here you can see how your child is doing, how many coins they've earned, as well as which level they are on. For some children, you may feel that these questions are too easy, but this is an automated program where all of the answers are placed into a system and the algorithm will produce and set your child to the level that they need to be working at, whether that's to increase the fluency and the speed or the understanding of the number. Let's move on now to discuss TT Rockstars, which is used in years 3 to 6. It can be also used towards the end of year 2 for those children who are ready to progress onto times tables. It is important to understand which times tables your child should be learning. In year 2, they should be focusing on the 2s, 5s and 10s. In year 3, they move on to learning the 3s, 4s and 8s, and in year 4, they will learn the 6, 7, 9, 11 and 12 times table facts. In year 3 and 4, they will continue to practice and revise the times tables that have been learned previously. By the end of year 4, the expectation is that the children have learned all of the times table facts between the 2s and 12s. This should also include related division facts. In year 5, they then continue to practice the related multiplication and division facts at an increased speed. And in year 6, again, they continue to practice, but then they link it to language and related symbols such as percentage and square root. TT Rockstars is the online platform that we use to teach and support the understanding of times tables. The core principles of TT Rockstars is to practice little and often. The times table questions that the children are asked to answer are carefully sequenced. It includes all members of the fact family, so if a child is learning 6 times 5, they then are able to practice 5 times 6 as well, and it also includes related division facts. What's great about TT Rockstars is it allows you to track your child's progress in understanding times tables and indicates which times tables are trickier than others and they need more practice with. This is all incorporated into a fun and engaging Rockstar theme. Let's have a look at the TT Rockstars website. Again, when you sign in, you're able to select your Rockstar avatar as well as your Rockstar name. On the home page, you will see you've got games, the shop, tournaments and bands. Some of the single player games are Garage, Jamming, Studio and Soundcheck. The multiplayer games are Festival, Arena and Rock Slam. These all have different purposes and allow your child to practice their knowledge as well as their recall speed. The garage session is either teacher set or set to auto training, where the computer's algorithm will select the questions that are most appropriate for your child to practice. If you scroll down underneath garage, you can see the times tables that have been set by your child's class teacher. If you continue to scroll, you'll see a heat map. The questions with the thick border around them are the ones that have been selected for your child to practice. The studio session is an opportunity for your child to practice the tables between 2 and 12. This is where they will also receive a speed score as well as a Rockstar status. If you scroll down, you'll be able to see the scores of the most recent studio games. You will also see their studio speed. that records the average time it takes for your child to answer a question. Depending on your child's speed, we'll give them a rock star status, whether it's a headline, rock star, rock legend, or a rock hero if they answer questions under 1 second. The sound check session provides your child with 25 questions with 6 seconds per question. Again, if you scroll down, it will give you the data and information of your child's score history. It will also show you the times tables that they answered correctly, as well as any that they may have got wrong. It's a great way for you to track your child's understanding and support in any areas where needed. When you click on your Rockstar avatar on the top corner, you can see the setting that says My Stats. This will give you information about how your children are doing. You can see the average daily minutes, the coins that they have earned, and how many correct answers. You will also be able to see further information regarding the speed and their recall at answering the different times tables and any areas that they may need further practice. This is a great way to see how they are doing, but also where there can be further teaching input. Developing a child's recall of multiplication facts, as well as their understanding of number, is an important concept as we can use it in a variety of contexts. At the end of Year 4, the children will take part in a multiplication tables check. This is a Key Stage 2 assessment to be taken at the end of Year 4 in June. The purpose of this check is to make sure that the times table knowledge is at the expected level. It's an online test where the pupils are asked 25 questions on times tables between 2 and 12. For every question, the pupils have 6 seconds to answer, and in between there is a 3-second rest. The sound check option on TT Rockstars is a replication of the multiplication table check. It provides 25 questions with 6 seconds to answer each question. It is a great way to practice and prepare for the check. The times table website linked on the screen is another website that can be used to replicate the multiplication tables check to prepare your child. If you have any questions regarding TT Rockstars or need further information about how to log in and your child's password, please contact your child's class teacher. If your child is a learner with different needs, here are some questions and answers that may be able to help you. If you find that the times tables are too hard or your child is feeling anxious, make sure your child is playing in the garage or arena game modes. If this does not resolve the issue, the best thing to do is to speak to your child's class teacher. Remember that the jamming mode allows the child to choose the tables for themselves, so if they know that they need to practice the 6 times tables, that could be where you practice in the jamming mode. Another way to support anxiety is to set mini goals. It could just be completing 2 minutes a day or passing a level. Have a break from online play and remember that a good rock stars always accepts that they may make mistakes and that they're continuing to learn. If your child has a visual impairment, there are ways that you can change it to be more friendly. When you head over to the profile page, you can change the colour scheme, reduce the stimuli in declutter mode, but also increase the font size. There's also dyslexia-friendly font called Lexi. If you would like to turn off division, you can do this in jamming mode, but not the other games. It's important to continue to practice multiplication and division at the same time to support the recall of both, and this is the most successful approach. Again, if you're finding anything difficult, please speak to your child's class teacher. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video today.